Hi, my name is Wolf. Welcome back to another skill check tutorial video. In this video, we are going to manage the mob templates. This will allow you to create any combination of waves of mobs for your arenas that you wish. To get there, you go to /skill check space. You can go admin, and then click on mob templates on the right. Here, you'll see the defaults, one that comes with the plugin itself. If you click on that, you can see how it's fully configured, but we're going to do it from scratch. So from the main templates page, you're going to click on new wave, create new wave template. We're going to name this and call this easy and create. The name will be saved. It'll be there. So you can set the default lives per player if you wish. So I'm going to set this to 10. And save. And now the default within the waves themselves, you have add wave and add boss wave. These are just two distinctions. They pretty much act the same way. Just that if you want it to be notified in the overlay or the countdown. For the waves themselves, you can choose if you want to add a wave or just a boss wave. What we'll do is we'll do 3 waves. We'll do 3 mobs per each, and I'll add a boss wave, and we'll do 3 for that also. So the plus and minus to add, this is the number of mobs for the wave itself. The uses global means that you have to select the select the mobs themselves in order to for which ones are actually going to spawn in for those particular waves. As long as if there's not enough spawn points in an arena that you configure, it'll stack them together. But they'll be spread out between all the spawn points itself. So, but for each of the waves, you can specify the health and the damage that they'll do for the mob waves themselves. It's a multiplier. So if you want them like doubly as hard, you can know 2x health. Makes them a bit more tanky. Makes it super interesting. Once you change any of these settings, you can just hit save at the end of it, and it'll save that. Now to configure the mob waves themselves, so we'll do wave 1. You can click on select mobs. What this will do is the mob catalog. The top is a filter for the different types of mobs that are in Hytale. So if you click on skeleton, below you'll get a list of all the skeletons. They're named skeleton in Hytale. This should work with other mods. I believe it's configured that way. I haven't tested it. This is, again, straight vanilla. It works that way. I think I configured this away enough so that it will work with any other mods too. You just have to click on all, and then you can search for whatever the name of the particular mob you want to add to your arena. But for now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do skeleton first. And to add one, you just click on it once. You'll see it add over to the right. And if you want multiple of the same, you just click it again, and it adds multiple in the stack. So I'm gonna do those 2. I'll do skeleton archmage. And then I'll click confirm. And then on this page, or back to the template editor, you'll see that there's 3 types. So then we're just going to configure the rest. We're going to do select mobs. Next one, we'll choose zombie, and then we'll do burnt, frost, and sand. There's 3. And a confirm. And then for boss wave, you don't have to do select mobs. We'll do select boss. And then this one, I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to choose Outlander. We'll choose Berserker, Brute, Marauder, and then we'll choose those 3. Confirm. Now those are set. You don't have to select mobs. You can just do select boss, and then for boss 1, we'll do 2. Actually, we'll do 1.5 health, and keep the damage the same because we don't get destroyed. And that's it. Once it's saved, you can back out of it. And once you're backed out, you'll see that easy is there. So you click on that. You can see the settings again if you want to tweak anything. Also, if you want to remove any of the waves, you can just hit the X in the corner to remove the wave in particular, and then you can add as many waves as you want. Let's test this to make sure that it works. We're going to go back to the actual exile completely, hit escape. You can go skill check space play. We're going to go create session. Arena, we will choose the pre-existing one that we created before in the tutorial videos. We'll keep the weather cycle normal. The weather tutorial is going to be next. We're going to choose mob, and the wave will now have the default waves one, and then there's easy, the one that we just created. So you're gonna click that. The seconds between waves. I'm gonna say 5 seconds between waves, and I'm also gonna click on heal between each of the waves itself. And then for the kit, I'm gonna choose new kit, the one that we created before in the tutorial. I'm gonna create session. We got existing arena, existing area, the mob wave, and yeah, just 3 waves total, and then that's it. And we're gonna ready and start. We're gonna teleport over. See, I got all my armor on and everything. So now these 3 waves should have 3 mobs per each wave. And then for this arena that we set up before in the tutorial videos, they all spawn in the middle. We run over. Nope, I did it too early. This is not a good sword. Okay, I'm gonna heal really quick. So there's 1 mob remaining until that in the top right. There he is. Okay, this might have not have been the best weapon to test this out. So after we kill this guy... Okay, so we're gonna get the next wave in 5 seconds, which we predetermined. And this should be the next 3, which is gonna be the zombies. Ow! Now these guys are pretty good. They actually knock you back pretty good. I'm gonna die. God. This weapon's not the best. Alright, let's heal. We're gonna heal once, because we're gonna heal in the middle of the next round. This weapon does not have a block function. Alright, this is gonna be a little bad because the Marauders or the Outlanders are a little bit more tough. There's the Claw guy, there's that guy, yeah, so all 3 of them spawned in. And these guys have a lot more, these guys have a little bit more health too, so they're gonna be a bit more tanky. So yeah, you can configure your mob waves however you wish. Oh my goodness. Okay. We'll go through, we'll defeat those. Also, for some reason, if you do get stuck, you can go to skill check space play. You can go into the lobby. You can force the next wave if you want to. For some reason, if one of the mobs is missing or you can't find it or something happened, that guy's hitting me. Are you serious? I'm trying to do a tutorial here. Ow! So you can force the next wave if there is an issue, if you happen to get stuck. Yes, fire be on my side. Yes, you can see from the different combination of mobs, it can get a little crazy depending on what combination you do, or especially when Hytale like updates all the NPCs AI and how they maneuver around their attack patterns. It's going to be really awesome. Hello. Oh, there you go. And then once you kill the last one, you go to the kills, you get the full list, and then you'll be teleported back. Cool. So again, for the arena that you set up before, all the spawn points. So technically, we could have 8 points. I think we have 8 or 7. 8. So we have 8 points. So technically, you can have 8 to be safe, and they'll all spawn at their specific locations for every single wave. If you do die, also from a mob wave, you do spawn at the furthest location from any other mob or player, which is really cool. Also, another feature that we've added in for now, which I want to add to the other sections too. So if you go to mob templates, so suppose you have a really cool mob template, you can click the export button, and it gives you this this code. And what you can do is you can actually But when you're at the main page, so if you're in here and you go to mob templates, you can actually hit import template. You can paste the code in there, hit import, and it'll actually import the wave itself. So on the Discord, the skill check Discord, you can check the link down in the description below. We'll have a section for codes you can share for right now. It's only for the mob wave templates, but I want to add it for chest kits and weather cycles, because that would be cool to have pre-configured sets for different combination. Like people have really cool combinations for like loots or mobs or weather cycles or anything like that. But for now, it's just in mob templates, because the mobs themselves are really interesting. Because some of them, obviously, you could technically put an armadillo into a round. It's not really going to do much. I guess just like NPC hunting or whatever. But yeah, you can configure it any way you want. So it's a really cool way if you come across as a community to come across like cool combinations of mobs together. It would be really awesome to share them with the community. But yeah, that's the mob wave template. Again, you can choose between any combination. You can have it be as large or as small as you wish. So you have full customization for the waves themselves. And on to the next one is going to be weather cycles. Again, the playlists and everything will be down in the description down below. Also a link to the wiki and to the download page for all that stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.